Alright, guys, so welcome to the Magic Hour. I'm Magichurdle. Could you guys tell the audience your name?
Bird from Bird in the Tree podcast.
And I am Tree from Bird in the Tree podcast.
Welcome, guys. So would you mind telling everybody what Bird in the Tree podcast is all about?
Bird?
You want me to take it, Tree?
You got it.
So, Bird in the Tree is a podcast. It's real people, real topics. We're trying to meet people where they are, but also bring the humor, the entertainment. So, basically, we're going to talk about real topics, like October, for instance, is Breast Cancer Awareness. Face your fears. How real life scenarios of people going through that. Mental health in the Black community. Being Black in America. Just topics of the day. And even though we're going to clown around, we're going to always make sure we're bringing you facts. I'll bring you statistics, and we'll make sure we post the links. But we just want to meet people where they are, because not everybody feels comfortable going to a therapist or a counselor and talking. And some people want to just, get in Twitch and escape. And so we're just bringing it to the gaming world, and also streaming on, Facebook and YouTube and all the other social medias, and just bring a word to the people.
That sounds amazing. What brought about this?
So, I'll take this. Thank you. All right, so we were sitting back chilling. No, that's messing. So, look, what happened was, I know TJ, who was Mighty Mile 25, that's in here right now. Pretty much what happened was I was talking to him, and I was just kind of like, "Hey, look, I want to do a podcast. I don't really know what. I just know I want to do a podcast." And he was like, "Well, I have a cousin, and we call her Tweet." And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool. All right." He was like, she might better help us out with that. So I was like, "Well, all right, well, just let me know." And never heard anything else from TJ about it. But then he hit me up out the blue, and he was just kind of like, "Hey, man, I'm setting up a meeting for y'all right now." And I was like, "Okay, let's get it." And from then on there, it was a wrap. Like, and now we're gonna bring it to the streets, bring it to the air, bring it to the internet. We're gonna bring it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That kind of rhymed, didn't it? Yeah, I think it did. That's
Bars.
what I do.
Bars.
Yeah, bars. You know what I'm talking about? Bars. But yes, that's that's how it all came about. And we're really ready to see how it take off and see what happens. We're excited. We really are.
That's really exciting. Why a podcast though? Like, why not just do YouTube? Why not just talk on your stream? Like, why the podcast?
So what we know about the podcast is, the podcast has the ability to reach more people, because you can put it out over multiple venues, or multiple mediums, and there's just you have a little bit more. You have a little bit more opportunity, and leverage when you go the podcast route, as opposed to being particular to one, like streaming just on one social media platform or another. You may miss somebody. So if we, do a podcast, and you can get the sponsorship or whatever through the podcast, you can kind of tap into a lot of different people who maybe not normally tuned into a social media platform. Specifically, they may just be the people who want to hear a podcast, and hopefully we can get a radio spot one of these good old days. And so some people like to just listen to podcasts while they're driving in their car on a long road trip. And so sometimes when you stick strictly to a Facebook or a YouTube, then that limits you.
The chat is definitely agreeing with you on like the widespreadness of a podcast. So you guys are on the right path there, it looks like.
Good deal.
Well, I'm glad you guys agree.
So do either of you have any background with something like a podcast or anything like that? Because I know you said you're bringing statistics and facts, and you seem to be, and he was like, you said you want to do a podcast. You just called his cousin. So how'd that start out?
I'm Bird, so I'm bringing the word. But
I like it.
I am But I do have a doctorate in industrial and organizational psychology. So talking to people just about workplace and kind of like around along the consultation, understanding people's thoughts, their cognitions, and then how that relates to the workplace, how you can get the most out of people, get the morale and the productivity that you need in your environment. So I'm used to kind of doing self-help, trying to help people get through, both the employee and the employer, try to figure out the best scenario, the best case scenario to get the most out of your individuals, and make them want to be there, want to work and be more passionate about it as opposed to a paycheck. And then, one of my other jobs that I have, we did a podcast for work. And it was a way for us to get the information out again, just to kind of what we realized is, especially on a platform like Twitch, if we wanted to reach a younger population, and we were doing like a target market from 18 to 25 years old, then we would use Twitch and do it in a podcast form, kind of like what we're doing now. But we would just play a game and then have an interview over that because the message at the time was for that group of 18 to 25. And so we know that we're trying to again meet people where they are and understand that doing the podcast, doing it on Twitch, doing it on Instagram, doing it on Facebook, we're pretty much able to hit most demographics while also being able to give the message that I'm passionate about, which is self-help, life coach, get people through the tough times because there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
That is amazing.
That's facts. That's facts.
I do have a comment from the audience. Hez says he went to a couple of seminars on industrial psychology and he found it extremely fascinating. Would you like to tell everybody what that is a bit more?
Right. So industrial and organizational psychology, if you think of industry as kind of the system and then the organization as the people. And so what industrial and organizational psychology is really about is basically understanding the thought process and what is going on psychologically with the individuals in the system, because the system isn't going to run itself. And so most businesses, their end result is profit. Like it, love it or hate it, it is a profit. So for them, they stand to make more money if they have more individuals who are being productive. You typically have more individuals who are being productive if you have people there that like their job. So trying to find ways to understand how people think and understand the different diversity and the different things that people go through and experience, and then take that to your HR practices and get policies and different procedures and bonuses and things like that, to one, recruit people to your business, but then to retain them and then to maintain that talent. That's what's going to set a business apart from a business that is making billions and millions to a business that can't get it up.
Wow, that is amazing. I have another comment from Hez, but I wanted to ask Bird, what about you? What is your background that made this kind of put this on your heart? I'm sorry, Tree.
For you, Tree.
I was like, okay, Bird. Finally, I get to talk. Thank you for that question. Because Bird would just keep talking all night. I can already see that. Hey, but look,
I'm into it.
Hey, no, I'm just messing. Hey, but my background, honestly, I work with people a lot. I'm in customer service. I'm a manager at a corporation. So I deal with people face to face every day. But even before that, because of my background, I've always talked to people. I've always loved talking to people. To put a smile on somebody's face, that's like my overall goal. So, like Bird was saying earlier, with this whole podcast, we are going to be serious, but at the same time, we're going to bring the entertainment and the funny to it. And my thing is to make people smile, because, you never know what somebody is going through. And, just that little joke or a little something that you say, could brighten their day, honestly. So yeah, with that, I have also in the past, I have done some acting as well as some modeling and all that good stuff too. So when the camera's rolling, I'm always ready. You know what I'm talking about? So
Bacon, y'all hear that?
hey, I'm always ready to no, but that's my, like I said, my biggest thing is to reach the people. Regardless of the color, regardless of who you are, your background, it doesn't matter. I just want to reach the people and embrace everybody, make everybody happy, have a good time. With everything that's going on in the world right now, we need that voice. We need that funny. We need that joke. And we need, at the end of the day, we need everybody to come together. So, that's a little bit about me.
That is amazing. I like to use whatever little platform I have to kind of push that forward for you. So I'll be retweeting when you guys go put a show up or whatever you need me to do. Just hit me up. I'm on Discord. I'm around. But yeah, that's amazing. Everybody's into it. Community relief is a necessary facet. You got Toya for that. Toya's freaking hilarious.
Oh yeah, she is.
Absolutely.
Right?
She is.
So do you guys have a topic for your first show?
Face your fears.
Face
That's
your
the
fears?
topic. So
Yes.
face your fears. So it's kind of going to be like a culmination event for the month of October. So of course, October is the month of Halloween, and so it's kind of like just a play on Halloween, but also it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that seems to be a topic that is a little touchy. There's a lot of women, for one reason or the other, that are just really scared of the process, really scared of getting the screening, and so it's a big deal. But early detection is key, and so I just thought it's an important message to bring, kind of like a ending October type of event.
That's amazing. It really is important to make sure you get checked out, men and women. Actually, I had a neighbor who was a man who actually ended up getting breast cancer. They caught it early enough, but he had breast cancer.
Yeah, yeah. So it's really important. Do those checks.
Definitely do those checks. So what? Pardon. So, you guys said you're going to be using, going into the gaming world. Are you guys gamers as well? Or are you just like, we want to hit the people, that kind of market that's on Twitch?
Xbox all day.
Something.
You do
something.
Xbox all day?
Yeah, I'm a big Destiny fan. So that's where you can normally find me at.
Do you play Destiny with Maul during his stream?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have definitely been on the stream, playing Destiny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can pick me out. Yeah,
you'd be dying a lot. It's Crucible on his heart.
Well, no, I'm actually pretty good. I'm probably the best out of everybody. But
y'all heard that? Y'all heard that?
That's the foolishness part of the podcast.
I see.
He's the lies. I'm the truth.
Oh, I get it. I see it already. But though I did see them. Bobby, thank you for the bits. No, not PlayStation. Their controllers are sucky. I have a PlayStation. Stay with Xbox. I got both. Pick one and it's Xbox. What so how are you guys going about like networking and marketing the podcast? I know we have a few people in here who are also starting their own podcast, and maybe you guys could give them some tips.
You want me to take that, or you tired of me talking?
I know. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take this. So
thank you,
again,
Toya.
shout out to TJ. For getting this whole thing together. Far as we've been pushing it out everywhere. And we kind of came together and figured out what was our biggest platforms for each of us. And like Facebook was mine, and then I know like TJ with the whole Twitch thing and different things like that. So what we did was we start pushing it out that way. So we put together a page on Facebook.
Thank you, Toya.
Put together Twitch page, put together Twitter, Instagram, everything that you can think of. Soon I'm sure we'll have a Snapchat too, some way or another. But we kind of like put everything together, and then just pushed it out kind of at one time. And it was a little easier, especially when it came to Facebook, just because you can invite so many people at one time. And then I remember when we did that, it
Then we
was pretty
upload it
good.
to YouTube
The
on
feedback that we got
Saturdays.
from that.
This is the Comic Story Podcast Network. This is Comic
So that's my
Experiment,
biggest
and
thing that I
today
would
we're
say.
going to
Definitely
discuss the current
have someone on the
theories
team
for
that really
Phase 4 MCU.
know what they're doing. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought I was big into tech because I have an IT degree, but when it came to this stuff right here, I don't know nothing. So having that team member to be able to know what they're doing and help us push this stuff out is crucial. Hey, shout out to Crucial Studios. I forgot all about that. Since
For sure, though. For sure.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
nice in there.
I forgot all about that.
Crucial
Yes,
Studio.
indeed. That's right. But yeah, it's a big part of having a team is to have somebody, like I said, that can help us with that. So finding the platforms is key. Making sure that you have your stuff together because you want to set yourself apart from everybody else. You don't want to look like everybody else when it comes to doing a podcast or doing anything. So just finding your own lane and and then just vibing out. That's the biggest thing.
I hear that.
A 12-year-old kid that can be your technical support. Because that's what I got.
First off, shout out to Cosmic. Thank you so much for the resub. You were like my first sub, so thank you so much for coming back. Appreciate you. And also as far as tech goes, I thought I knew a little bit about computers, so we started doing some of this stuff. And now I don't even know how my stream works. I just ask Hez. He does all the things. I don't even know what happens in it. If like the tiniest thing goes wrong and he's not around, I'm screwed. Like, so yeah, definitely get that person.
Definitely.
Pardon me for 1 second.
So it's brought to you by G Fuel, our Patreons over at patreon.com/comicstorian, our YouTube memberships right here on YouTube, and
Upstart, an online lending marketplace. Fair and fast.
Sorry, my phone was going crazy and I was trying to turn it off and it was not working, and it's been trying to keep it from like not going nuts on you guys. I apologize.
You popular? It's all good.
No, I'm not. I accidentally clicked on the YouTube video and I got a new phone. I couldn't get the volume to go down. I'm not popular. But I apologize. I'm sorry about that. So what it seems like you got a lot of your guys' goals are to kind of be an uplifting source for people and to help just get people like, through their day or just do whatever they have going on. Does that sound about
right? And so, yeah, and also trying to just offer people different resources. Like we'll have different people on that are doctors, like Black female doctors, and then and we'll have Molly Mall on there to talk about his venture and starting his business. But it just gives somebody that extra encouragement, because even if it's not me at the top, I will stand on the sideline hard with signs cheering like let's go. So I'm all about being a cheerleader. If I can't get there, I'm sure gonna try to help you get there. So
That's amazing.
It's just about.
Mm-hmm.
So, once you guys get the podcast up and started, I would for sure love to have you guys back on and talk about it more. Because this is really cool, and I don't see people trying to do something like this. And I think it's really amazing. So I'd love to have you guys come back on the Magic Hour.
Thank you. Definitely will.
We can get you on the podcast, talk about your venture and streaming and gaming and how all that's going out. You'll be next up.
I'll definitely come around. I've always kind of wanted to be interviewed, see what's happening on the other side of this, so that would be kind of cool.
We got you.
Yes, indeed.
Ted says that's definitely how I feel. There's plenty of room for people to succeed, and we can all support each other. Hey, W. Salute.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Greetings from Poland. Hez is also really big at supporting people, and he's starting a podcast as well. And we might be having him on the end of the stream. We'll see. So, how did you guys come up with the name Bird a Tree?
It's totally my idea. So, Tree, you're gonna have to be quiet on this one.
She wants her. Give her clout.
So we were trying to like, we were thinking like, gosh, like, what can we do? Like trying to find something with a ring or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Okay, well, your nickname is Tree. And my nickname is Tweety Bird. That's what everybody has ever called me my entire life. I swear some of my family members don't even really know my real name because that's all they've ever called me. And I was like, okay, like the bird. So a bird, like a little birdie told me, the bird brings you the word. It's a podcast, The Bird in the Tree, because Tree is the one that's doing all the background technical support that I can't do. I just get on there and talk. So that's good for
I
me. So
get
the bird
that.
is bringing you the word in the tree. Bird in the Tree podcast.
That's amazing, and then it's kind of like kismet because like you guys met through somebody else, so it wasn't like you guys grew up knowing each other with these individual nicknames. So
Facts.
that's pretty cool. Not gonna. That's like kismet. That's my new favorite
Yep.
word right now. Actually, I just learned it recently.
I was thinking about more so at first calling us, collard greens and cabbage, but they didn't like that too much, so we decided not to do that.
Greens and cabbage.
Hey,
I
that
think
would have been great.
bird in the tree is a little catchy though.
Now, how are we going to explain that?
That's
That would have
how-
been him. He was
Yeah,
telling
all
you
the work
about that
every
name.
single time. And you'd have been like, I like greens and cabbage, and then like, so that's what I got.
But that is the bomb combination. So if you haven't had greens and cabbage, I would highly recommend it because it is the bomb.
Thanksgiving is
Just
on the way.
Don't be come up here and
Just
getting
saying.
everybody all hungry. We be having Toya do that all the time. I gotta talk cook. I got to talk about cooking. Next thing you know, everybody talk about cooking all the time. Can't do it. We gotta stop doing that to everybody and all the viewers. Madam Cougar says greens and cabbage is fire.
Hey, Madam Cougar know what it is. That's right.
Okay.
See, now she's hungry.
Fire.
You guys done got it started. Now we gotta go home. Gotta go make dinner real quick now. And the cabbage is the true. Like, oh, that's crazy. But it is though. It is delicious though. I'm not gonna lie. I do love greens and cabbage. Brother Doctor says y'all seem to mix well. Did you guys have like instant chemistry, or was it just like?
Yeah.
Yes. As soon TJ Mally was like, he was like, yo, I got this friend. He was like, I'm telling you, man, both of y'all together, y'all personalities are on spot. And then as soon as we like did a Facebook call, we were cutting up like we've known each other for years, all our life. So
That's
I mean,
facts.
it was an instant connect.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear for you guys. When is the first show? Okay.
So about that, no, seriously though, it should be coming in the next few weeks. Because I mean, obviously, October is about to end, and we already have everything, ready to go. We're just waiting on one more key piece, and then it's time to go, and we'll have it out.
Excellent. Can I please recommend for you guys to go get a campfire? It's like a link tree, and instead of putting out all of your individual links, you'll put out one link people can just click on, and then it'll give you analytics. It'll save you so much time.
Okay, definitely. Thank you.
For the word.
No problem. Guys, thank you so much for coming on today. I had such a good time talking to you. Please come back once you guys get everything started. This has been nothing but fun. The chat's loving you guys. And if you need to, please feel free to post your links more so in the chat.
Hey, thanks for having us, and I always like to leave a little bit of knowledge to my people before I leave. So just want to let y'all know, if you are in the ocean and you can't swim, make sure you don't get in the ocean. Y'all have a nice night. Y'all take care of yourselves. Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Feel free to hang out in the chat.
Will do.